after last week's disaster.
But this has completely come off, all of it. Oh my god.
The sun is now shining and work continues on our Piggy Pigface house. Good morning. You had a good night's sleep? Wow. This video is sponsored by BLUETTI. All our animals run around free all day and I just love watching them. But Peppa and Maggie will soon have their beautiful home ready. And what about our chickens? Well, we have plans for them too. We want to create a beautiful space for them where they can forage all day but be safe from predators. As much as possible anyway. And we have a plan that we are very excited to share with you.
Is this going to become an everyday thing, you? Huh? Is this going to become an everyday thing that you get on the Peppa? Okay, okay, I won't touch you then. Okay, you want to stay on Peppa?
The sun is out! Finally! It stopped raining about an hour ago and it's been raining for the past 5, 6, 7 days, I think. But apparently we've got a full at least 10 days of sun. So this is our opportunity to finish this in the right weather. Whoa. Now we've ended last week's video with a bit of a disaster because the plastic came off while it was raining all night and all morning. So we had quite a lot of damage, which put us back a bit, I guess. Okay, this side isn't too bad, really. It's like we've uncovered some ancient sphinx in Egypt. Let's take it back first. The nose has had a bit of a slimming down. You can see the dishwasher tray. But at least that held. The ears seem to have held semi-decently. Got one cheek and the front and all the cobbles here. But at least we can use it again and just put it on. Same here. And then the worst parts. This side nearly came down to the sacks. And the worst side.
No!
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. So this side stayed intact. In fact, it's quite dry now, considering it's been 7 days under cover, and this one had a day and a half without cover. You see what happens to it. Okay, let's get this back to what it was. So I've compacted everywhere I could, but since we had started cobbing the second coat with thicker pieces of straw on this side and kind of on the front here and there, all this cob is now mixed with longer pieces of straw, so they're not going into behind the chicken wire, especially on this side here. So what I'm going to do, instead of stressing, I've compacted what I could, and I'm going to take all of this, which is like the second layer of cob, and just put it on the other pig face. And then tomorrow this would have dried out a bit and it's all compact where it can be, and I'll make a mix with the finer cut straw, the very small, to fit in between the chicken wire, and then hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow I'll be where I was with all the second coat of cob that was here on the other side. So I'd pretty much be where I started from, hopefully. Yeah, it's pretty useless trying to shove this in with big pieces of straw into that. Alrighty, that's all the damage fixed. So we're pretty much where we started, mais ou menos, more or less, which is nice. So now I'll continue, eh? Alrighty, let's try and make these ears a little less cat-like. And this we don't have to measure because it's out of the 19 meters.
Oh yeah, awesome. So 5.
So 5 by 3,
meters
the
by
milking
3
shed.
meters, the milking shed. Goat house is outside
Goat house is
it
outside
anyway.
of it.
Okay.
And 19 by 20, so 380 square meters.
20 was this way. So
and then we'll try
20
and figure out as well
by 19.
some easy irrigation, not with pipes.
Okay, and then
I was thinking maybe we can use the tiles and we put them, you know what I mean, as a gully. If you put them like that, there's all those tiles there for nothing. They're not good for roofing, but we'll look into it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go continue and then go buy some fruit trees.
Yay! Okay, awesome, Luke. So once the pigs move into their new beautiful home, this is the old goat house that Peppa and Mag is sleeping right now, but when their place is ready, this will become our chicken coop. This goat house was built obviously with goats in mind, so it's not fox proof, which is something we're going to have to figure out, because there's an opening here which I did put a few rocks so the baby goats wouldn't go out, but it's not good enough. The fox can push his way in, and there's a few other places here, so we do have to figure out what we're going to do. I think a fox can maybe sneak his way into there. At first I was thinking chicken wire, but I think it's just going to be really hard with chicken wire to do this, so I might just try and just put a lot of rocks, a lot of layers of rocks here, and then the fox can't get through. We'll see. Any ideas? Let me know. And in this area here where it's going to be properly fenced, we're going to make them a chicken food forest. I'm going to go to the office and start planning it. Make some plans. 19. Yeah, good again. Okay, let me write Luke a list before he goes. 2 chestnut trees, times 2 plum trees, times 2 carob, if he finds, times 4 strawberry, and I think that's it for now. So I'm going to plant this in small stages, but first we are going to plant the trees. And then once the pigs move out, we will fix the fencing and plant the rest. Slowly, slowly. So for our chicken food forest, we're going to do the same thing like we were doing it for a human food forest with 7 layers. We're going to have the canopy layer, which is the biggest trees, and we chose chestnut trees. And I'm also going to try and propagate fig from our fig tree, and hopefully that takes. So the second is the fruit trees, and Luke will be coming back with them soon. And we're going to plant 2 apple, 2 pear, 2 plum, 2 carob, and if Luke finds the strawberry trees, but if he doesn't, our neighbor has madroño, they're called strawberry trees, and he said we can propagate them. So if it's the right time of the year, we will do that, because free is better. And we're going to try and use whatever we have on the land already. For the third layer, which is shrubs, I looked up what I could plant, and there was like rock rose and the broom. We don't want any of that, we want that out of here. We have a lot of that on the land already, so even though this is a herb, the rosemary grows like a bush, so I want rosemary there, and lavender because it grows a lot and I can just replant it from around the land, and raspberries. So once we have the fence up, I can take the raspberries that are now dormant, because we need to thin out the raspberry before summer, so we will do that, and instead of just planting them in pots and giving them to friends, we're going to plant them in there. So that's our shrub layer. Then our 4th layer is herbs, and I'm just going to take cuttings of what we already have there and plant them down there. So borage, comfrey, sage, rosemary, oregano, whatever we have here that I can propagate, I will do that and replant them down there as well. And oregano actually is a really good ground cover, so that will cover number 6 as well. And the 5th layer is root vegetables, because the underground world is just as important. And the 6th layer is ground cover, and we have loads of that. We've got loads of green grass, and as long as that keeps growing, the chickens like eating it. But it would be nice if there are little bits that are empty to plant other things that are important for their feed, like alfalfa, which is really good for the chickens as well. It's a nitrogen fixer, and it's good to plant in winter. And then in summer, I do want to plant a lot of spinach there, because spinach comes back every year. You don't have to do much work for it, and the chickens love it too. So That will be the ground cover. That is the plan. And the last layer is vines, so they can go up all the trees once they grow. And we still have to decide what we're going to get, but we can get grapes and maybe kiwi. And then there's also melons, pumpkin for summer. And it will look really nice if we have flowers around there as well. Hopefully perennials that keep coming up every year. And once all the bugs and insects start coming to that area, the chickens are going to be eating like kings and queens. And I think that is it with the planning for now. Wow, Daddy's back. I know, I saw him. Let's see what you got. An overheating car.
So we have apple pear, 4 different varieties, 2 Alfaraba.
Cool. Those are the strawberry plants.
No, Alfaraba.
What's Alfaraba? Carob. Nice. Wow. Oh, they're beautiful. Maybe I'll ask you to get more of those.
And then we have this. I got a hazelnut for the lonely hazelnut, even though you don't need a male and female, but
okay.
I thought we'd plant it next to it.
Wow.
We got a chestnut. Oh no, these 2 are chestnuts.
Okay, sorry. 2 chestnuts.
Castañera. I got the hazelnut, obviously, this one. And the 2 plum. That's it. 1 black, 1 yellow.
And they didn't have strawberry trees?
They didn't have. Now maybe look up if it's the right time to propagate. And I got you this.
Yay! Thank you.
Can you open?
Yeah. I really wanted the carob. They're the most expensive tree, Luke said. They're 17 euros, wow, each. The pig food and goat food both have carob in it, and they love it. So it's nice to have trees, even though it's going to take about 20 years to get anything from it. See, 5 euros for pear and apple trees, not bad. What are these? Nuts are always more expensive, 10 euros. And plums are only 3.79, awesome. Very cool. When we first got to the land and we had nothing else, we bought these rosemary bushes, which were very tiny. And since then, they've grown big. I'm always pruning them. And I have also propagated many others from these ones. So today I'm going to propagate a couple more. So they'll have roots by the time I'm ready to move them down to the chicken food forest. Rosemary. Rosemary. Oh, pretty good. We're going to do this. Look. 1, 2. 1, 2. Are you wagging your tail? I know why. Because you want to go walkies, right? Now, you know what we're going to do? We go walkies soon. Now, all I have to do is put them in water. But if I want them to get roots faster, I can put rooting gel, which I think we have somewhere. But I also heard that honey works well too, so I will try honey. Got loads here. I think normally I remove more, but I'm removing half. Molly, they're ready. Look. They're ready. Smell them. Smell them. Rub them on your body. Wow! Open your pachocha, let's rub it for good luck. Wow! You're such a slutty little girl. Okay, let's go put these in water and then we'll go walkies, okay? I will keep you updated with my propagating results. Hopefully it goes well. I will try and propagate fig trees next week, but I looked up strawberry trees, the Medronio, and they can only be propagated at the end of summer, beginning of autumn, so not for now. And now let me take Molly and Timmy out for a walk because they've been begging me to go. Another beautiful morning. The sun is shining and everything thrives in the sun, and so do we. And it is the perfect morning to mention the sponsor of today's video, BLUETTI, because when we have beautiful sunny days, all our solar panels work full time to fill our beautiful power stations. We just can't thank them enough, because the only reason we can work far away from where we live with electricity and not use petrol is thanks to BLUETTI. And for the last few weeks, the AC180 has been Luke's best friend. And for anyone out there who's looking to buy a portable power station and is not sure what to get, well, let me tell you a bit more about this AC180. Because of several compelling features, it makes it such a standout portable power station. With high power output and capacity, this AC180 boasts a constant output power of 1,800 watts and a capacity of 1,152 watt-hours. The inclusion of a power lifting mode allows the AC180 to effortlessly run high-powered devices such as kettles, hairdryers and microwaves, expanding its versatility.
So it can pretty much power anything. With this bad weather we've been having pretty much over the past month, it's been raining, so if we didn't have this, we would have really struggled for power. A couple of days ago was the first sunny day in a while, so we did all our washing, and our washing machine, our normal solar system normally struggles with the washing machine, especially if I put it on 60 degrees, and yeah, managed to run it off this, so that was pretty good. You can run a variety of things off it. I mean, 2,700 watts really caters for those heating elements.
I wanted to try something really high, which normally doesn't work on smaller power stations. Even though we didn't have a microwave or hairdryer to try it on, we did put it to the test. Luke and I tried 2 power tools at once, and it worked really well. And for a 1,152 watt-hour power station that can do 1,680 watts normal output, it can pretty much power anything. It's also really fast charging for on-the-go adventures. Now, if you love the outdoors like we do, this is definitely a must-have to pack in your car before you go on that camping trip you've been planning for so long. The AC180 supports up to 1440 watt turbocharging, enabling a quick 0 to 80% state of charge in approximately 45 minutes. That is crazy fast. This power station can also act as a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply. So if you plug your computer into the BLUETTI and the BLUETTI into the wall, in case of a power outage, it will instantly switch over in under 20 milliseconds. You wouldn't even notice that the power went out. This super quick response helps prevent data loss or hardware damage during blackouts. The power station comes with an impressive 5-year warranty, distinguishing it from many competitors in the market. It is really easy to use. If I can do it, so can you. Now, with all the BLUETTIs we've had the pleasure to own, this is my favorite one. Because for its size, its power is crazy. The very first BLUETTI we had changed our life, but it's small. I still use it when I need backup power. But it can't keep you going for more than a day without recharging it. Of course, it's pretty small. And then this AC200 Max is just too big for me to carry around the land. It is awesome, but I prefer leaving it where it is, or at least carrying it very short distances. But this AC180 is the perfect size. Just like in Goldilocks, one was too small, the other was too big, and the other one just perfect. And this is the AC180 to us. Just the perfect size and packed with power. And it's got a really nice big display. It tells you what you need to know. The amount of watts in, the amount of watts out, how much percentage of battery is left, how much time is left. It is a user-friendly design and equipped with a 1.7-inch LCD display with a larger font size, making it easy for users, especially the elderly, to monitor power consumption and troubleshooting status. And the innovative silent charging mode ensures a quiet charging experience suitable for various environments. We have had other power stations that can be really noisy and quite annoying when they're on a lot of the time. So it's so nice that it just purrs like a kitten. You can barely notice it in the room. One of our favorite things about the BLUETTI is that the app allows us to remotely monitor the power station in real time. This includes setting up working modes, checking systems conditions, and receiving over-the-air updates. And I will turn it AC on. I'm doing it. Now I put a timer for 10 minutes. Good morning.
Joe.
Hi.
I was just an update.
I have the last, I think, 2 minutes of watering, or maybe 1 minute. And when it's ready, time to turn it off, I want you to turn it off from there. Can you turn off the watering from your phone, please?
Okay, no problem. Here it comes. AC off. Okay. And
Brilliant, it's off. Thank
okay,
you.
it's off. Pretty cool, eh?
Yes, very, very cool. You can do it from there. Also, if you want to increase the capacity of your BLUETTI power station, you can use the B300 like we do with our AC200 Max. The B300 is 3072 watt hours, so that's a lot more power if you need it. But for extra power, I wouldn't be lugging the B300 down to where the pig house is. It is way too heavy. It is portable, don't get me wrong, but it's a two-person job.
Now you can charge this AC180 with the B300, but you will need to buy a cable, the P090D, which is this one. So this goes into the side here, lock it, and then plug that into your DC input, PV input over here.
The great thing about this BLUETTI is that it is for everyone. Seriously, you like camping, it's for you. If you have an RV and need extra power, then this is for you. If you live in a place with a lot of blackouts, then this is for you. If you live off grid like us and you need power far away and you are fed up of lugging heavy generators that use petrol around your land, then this is for you. I can go on and on about it all day. We love the look of it. We love how light it is. We love that we can carry it wherever we want to go. And we just love that BLUETTI keeps wanting to sponsor our videos because they have made a world of a difference to our life off-grid. So thank you BLUETTI again for sponsoring this video. And if you want your own BLUETTI AC180, I put the link in the description below. So go and check it out. If you're looking to get rid of a noisy generator and replace it with a power station, or you just really need a power station, then this comes highly recommended. We have been using BLUETTI for the last 3 years now, and it has changed our life, and we couldn't ask for a better brand.
The good thing that all this rebar is being recycled from bits of our outdoor kittering foundation. A few months ago, well, probably a year ago, I showed you how to bend rebar. Now I'm showing you how to unbend it. A rock and a hammer.
sludgy.
What's up with us?
While Luke is finishing that, I need to tell you something. This is such an exciting time for us. The pigs are going to have their own home. The chickens will move into the goat house. And we're going to have a chicken food forest. I can't wait for that. That Maggie chicken caravan can finally go. And once all the wood dries of the outdoor kitchen, Luke can continue working on it. Once the outdoor kitchen is ready, we can get volunteers to help us, maybe. And then we can start planning and working on the ruin, which we have been dreaming about for so very long. Now, Luke is only going to find out about what I'm going to say next when he watches this video. I have started a GoFundMe because I know that a little bit of help from a lot of people will go a long way. It is a big sum and we will need a lot more than that to do with the ruin. But it's a very healthy start. This is a long-term thing. We're not going to be able to start it straight away. There's a lot of planning, red tape and waiting around for permits involved. But at least we'll have the funds to get us started, and that would be Amazing. And then this is going to be the plan, because we can't thank you by getting you all here individually, because it would be crazy. We don't have enough time or space on the land. I thought of anyone who gives us more than 20 euros, I will keep your names down as many times as you've donated, and your name will go into a draw. So when the day finally arrives where we move out of the gypsy caravan and into the ruin, which will by then be our beautiful home, we will have a draw, and the name that gets picked will spend a weekend with us in the gypsy caravan. I'll take you on a beautiful walk around the land. You can spend time with the animals, and Luke will cook you some delicious food. A wonderful weekend to share our paradise with you. So I will leave the link in the description below, and we appreciate everything we get. So thank you very much. It's been such an amazing learning journey, and from 4 years ago around, when Luke started building our tiny home, which we live in now, which is very comfortable indeed and very beautiful, to building a goat house, and now the most beautiful pig house that probably any pig will ever live in. What do you think, Maggie? We really appreciate you being here, so thank you so much if you decide to support this really huge project of ours.
Alrighty, I tell you, we've been so lucky with the weather. It's really drying out. This looks wet, but it's not. It's just because this didn't have any of the premix from my oven, so it's a different color, but it's proper dried. It's been 3 days I haven't worked on the outside, and in the meantime I'm working on the inside, but I'm not filming it because it's a complete mess in there. I go in, I come out completely covered in cob.
Yep, and you can't put the camera in there. There's no
No.
way to get so messy out here, let alone inside.
Right, shall we take out her nose plugs?
Sure.
Let's see. Okay, you can pull that one out. Wow, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice nostril, Pepper. Shall I? Wow, that's a nice nose you have there, Pepper. Okay, I do have a bit of work on the nose, on the ears, around the eyes still.
But it looks really good, right?
But yeah, I'll do a bit more finer detailing after I finish the insides of this, so at least that will be ready. And then we can apply the stucco, which is a lime cement mortar, kind of.
Before we go, thank you very much, Deborah, for joining our channel members. And what else do we have today? That's it, I think.
That's pretty much it. Hopefully next week you'll see it all stuccoed and finished.
Big difference from last week, eh? That's it from us. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.
Ciao, ciao. Can't wait to finish this.